So today we were looking at the Russian national anthem, and we were presented with two different versions of this. The first was the older version that was written shortly after the Bolshevik Revolution, and the second was the newer version that came about in 2000. So first, let's take a look at what the key ideas are that the anthems represent. So the original version of the Russian national anthem is pretty intense. Throughout the lyrics, they sing of rising up, liberating themselves by their own hands, casting off oppression, and giving power to the working classes. It also pushes the idea that the wealthy government was oppressive and evil, referring to the kings and tyrants. It even uses the word parasites to describe those in authority, implying that they live off what is not theirs, taking the livelihood from the workers who earned it. The anthem does not focus on the country itself at all, but rather on the overthrowing of those who were once oppressive. Because of the strong language and implications, the Russian national anthem was played only instrumentally for a time, leaving out any lyrics. However, in 2000, it was rewritten to contain lyrics once again. As far as the rewrite of the anthem is concerned, it is much less intense and speaks more of freedom in general rather than describing oppressors. The original version almost sounds more like a fight song than an anthem, whereas the newer version is more like the song of rejoicing and blessing. The key ideas in this version are that of freedom and the glory of Russia. Unlike the first version, which spent no time at all talking about Russia itself, the new version focuses primarily on that, expressing love for the country and describing its glory.
The original anthem came about right after the Bolshevik Revolution, which helps to explain some of the strong language used in it. A massacre of protesters ultimately led up to the initial revolution, and the current Russian government was eventually overthrown as a result of the Bolshevik Revolution. Lenin took over and established the Soviet Union shortly after that, which paved the way for communism. People wanted something different, and through the revolution they obtained this, whether or not it was beneficial in the long run. The rewrite of the anthem came about shortly after Vladimir Putin came to power. He wanted an anthem that praised the country rather than the communist ideals from whenever the Soviet Union had broke apart. The new anthem reflects this well in its lyrics, using the same tune but vastly different words.
So we can look into the specific language and the specific style of music to prove the difference between these. So the original, the International, it used more strong language and a powerful, triumphant sound. And like we said, after the Bolshevik Revolution, this became the national anthem. So the anthem itself is very communist based. And in the very first verse, it uses strong words such as deadly fight, violence, and destroy. And this is used because of the violent uprising that the Bolshevik used to take control of Russia. And the anthem proves the uprising and refusal to back down in the second verse by using phrases such as "no one will grant us deliverance" and "we will win our own liberation." So the anthem as a whole is really backed by the revolution and is basically like a powerful deliverance of the message of the revolution and communism as a whole. So after this anthem was replaced by an anthem without words due to political reasons, the new anthem that came in 2000 focused more on heritage, land, and like the love of the country. So they use phrases such as "our sacred homeland," "our beloved country," and "we are proud of you," to prove how like the language shifted from a powerful revolutionary song to a more rejoicing song. So even like we can like take a look at the actual sound of the music to show the change. So the first one is like more like a fight song, and you can hear like the cymbals like smashing and the echoing of the voices. And then the second one sounded more holy and vocal, almost like you would hear it like from a choir.